Aloha! You are watching Living Delicious with Helena. As you know, Delicious Life is about family, friends, music, fun, dancing, beach, aloha, sweetness, love, contribution, and joy. Today, we have a perfect guest that embodies all of these characteristics in her life and in her work. Welcome, Lucie Lynch.
Aloha. Thank you so much for having me here. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have you because there is something that you do ever since we met first time. I actually fell in love with your music and was waiting to have you as a guest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Lucie, you are a musician and a songwriter
Yes.
and a teacher.
And a teacher. So I recently started a German program for kids here on the island. It's a lot of fun. So if anybody out there wants to learn German, to sing and dance and speak German, you should definitely join us. It's called Hawaii Kinder. And we have that twice a week now. We have 5 classes. And it's just a lot of fun. We sing and we dance and we learn German through that.
Wow, so all the children are American children?
It depends. Some of them have actually German background, like the grandmother is German or mom or dad. But we also have just American kids, and
How wonderful.
it's wonderful. And they are
Good.
from really 4 up to 10.
Wow.
So it's amazing.
Wow, wonderful. How did you come up with that idea?
I worked with kids a lot before I moved here, and I thought I would love to bring that work here, especially to teach kids in a playful way. And I met this wonderful woman. Her name is Eva, and she's from Switzerland, and she's an elementary school teacher. And she said, "Lucie, let's do something." And so we created a program, and we approached different schools. And one school was really happy to have us. It's the Wailea Elementary School, and so
Wow.
we're doing that.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate I love innovative women who want to contribute their love for children and do it in a way that it's not yet done
Yeah.
in the community in which they are. Awesome, cool. So also tell us about your music. As before we started the show, you said you've been singing since when?
Oh, I started singing when I was 15.
Yes.
So actually, out of a moment of really desperation, like that age when puberty kicks in and you don't really
Nobody
know,
loves you.
yeah, and the hormones, and you're not really sure what's happening here in my body and in my life, and
Yeah.
I hate my parents, and so I started like feeling that on the inside, this really like pain, and then I started singing it out, and I felt such a big release. And then a friend of mine one day, she visited me and she says, "Oh my God, that sounds really good." So I thought, wow, you can basically release emotions and it sounds good. How great is that? And the funny thing is that today when I work with especially women right now to discover their voice, their unique voice, that's really an important thing, is that you feel something and you release it, and oh my God, it sounds good. So that's really
Wow.
exciting. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's when I started.
Actually, it's your true authentic self when you express. In my work as a coach, people think, "Oh, you always have to live delicious." No,
Yeah.
delicious is expression of deep pain.
Yeah.
If your emotional rage is full, you can be fully sad, deeply experiencing, and you can be fully happy, deeply experiencing.
Yeah.
And then you can choose. Not just like, I always have to be happy. No, just let it go.
I think that's a big misunderstanding that I also worked myself through, is especially on the spiritual path.
Yeah.
That at some points I thought, oh my God, I have to have only happy thoughts, and I have to be only happy and only healthy and only slim and all like, and I felt such a pressure with that, and that made me really unhappy. And yeah. So,
And then you wrote a song.
and I wrote a song, exactly.
And life went on.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I would like to, if you can play for us a song and tell us about your albums. I understood you've been playing for 3 years. You've been making albums for 3 years only,
Yeah,
and you
not
already
long,
have 2
yeah.
albums.
Yeah.
That's fast.
So the first album actually has also contained some older songs. The first album that's on the market, there are some German songs. They are a little bit older. I used to have a one-woman musical show in Germany, which was the story about a secretary that married her typewriter. And it was a little bit comedic, And that character, she went on a spiritual path and through her ups and downs already, you know. And I think a few of those songs are actually on the first album. And but the songwriting with the guitar I started 3-4 years ago. And yeah, I can share a little tune with you. And the new album is very, very exciting. It's going to be with a full band. I mean, full band. We have, yeah, it's kind of a full band. We have a stand-up bass player who plays the bass as a cello.
Wow.
And we have another guitarist and percussion. Actually, a few people play percussion, very talented.
And you're the only vocalist?
And I'm the only vocalist,
Nice.
yeah.
Your voice is kind of like an angel voice.
Oh.
Very sweet. I really enjoy your voice. So what's the title of this album?
So the new album is called Here We Are.
Here We Are.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we hear something?
Yeah, you can hear something. So take it slowly, breathe it in and guide your spirit home. Praise it all, fly when you fall and walk this path of faith. So why don't you sail your ship with your keel deep down in the water and raise your sail higher and higher? Why don't you live your life and let love just flow through you? Let your soul embark, 'cause it is on fire. Song for your soul, this is a song. For your soul, this is a song. For your soul.
Wow, I got a little chills. Now at the end and at the beginning too. Very sweet. Very sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's one of the songs on the new album.
Yeah. So can you tell us about this project that you are doing now with the Kickstarter?
Kickstarter.
What is Kickstarter? Tell us about that.
Yeah, Kickstarter, you find that on the internet all over the place right now, that artists basically ask their friends and fans and family for support. So to record the new album, I have to raise some funds. But I don't only want to go around and be like, can you donate me money to record my album? So I thought, I'm going to create something that I can actually give people something for their money they donate. So I have different things that I offer. It's for example, you're gonna get my CD. You can pre-order my CD online. You can pre-order my CD and a handmade songbook with all the lyrics and photos of me, of Hawaii and everything. And then you can have me in your own living room at home for an absolutely private concert, very intimate with your friends and family. And what else was there? Oh yeah, I write you a custom song, like a personal song. If there's something you always wanted to be expressed in a song for a beloved one, so I'm gonna sit down with you, we're gonna meet, we're gonna spend time, and I'm gonna write that song for you and record it. So there are different things where you can pledge. And yeah, I'm excited. We launched it this Friday, and it's also going to support my upcoming living room concert tour in Germany, and where I'm originally from. So me and my husband, we're actually going to fly back, and we're going to play living room concerts over there.
I love this idea. Living room concert.
Yeah.
You don't have to move. You don't have to get dressed. Just stay in your living room and enjoy. Listen.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
Nice. So Kickstarter actually works in a way that people only pledge the money. They don't give it unless the amount is billed already.
Exactly. So we want to raise $8,000, which covers the basics. And exactly, people pledge, and when we actually reach the $8,000 in 45 days, then they have to pay whatever they pledged, right? Because then it's a success. If not, there's no risk. Then you just, you pledged and you just nothing happens basically.
So there is after 45 days, Kickstarter charges their accounts.
Yeah.
If everybody is
Exactly.
supporting together.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to support the community. We all need to get together and support this music. For what reason? What can this music do for us? Let's say we are family, we are younger people, we are spiritual seekers, we are lovers. Can your music help us in which ways?
I think my music, so it's what I always say when people ask me, what music do you play? I say it's music for your soul, right?
Like this song.
Yeah, so what I really feel is that my music brings you and you out there, it brings you in touch with something really deep inside, with your heart, with the space where we all would love to come from. And in all this hustle and bustle and chit chat out in this world right now, I feel that my music just gives people a moment of peace and relaxation. And you can be alone, you can be with a beloved one, or, hang out with your kids and just play that music and take a deep breath and really have a, moment of vacation.
Actually, I live pretty rich, spiritual, dynamic life inside, but I don't remember the last time I had that kind of chills as I had with your song. There is something about real instruments versus computerly generalized. So you are playing this acoustic guitar on your album?
Yes, it's all, and it's also, that's really exciting. We recorded all live, so the band actually plays right in that moment together, and it has a very original sound. It's almost as if I'm sitting right there and singing in your ear.
That's why when I felt this feeling through my body, I was just like, oh God, this is so alive. And that feeling we forget.
Yeah.
If you sit on Facebook all day long, if you forget to even go to the beach, this is one song can really refresh your soul, can wake you up to the higher self.
Yeah, and I think exactly, and the words that come with the music is it just reminds you of who you are, and that it's important that you love yourself, that you honor yourself, that you pamper yourself, and therefore then you can be there for everybody else.
Yeah.
And that, I think that enriches your relationship, that enriches your relationship with your kids, with your family. And I'm grateful that I, can contribute that this is the gift I can share.
Yeah, so how does the music come to you? How do you make songs? Where is your inspiration?
It's very different. I'm very inspired by nature, and that we live in Hawaii, so obviously that's that's a very big advantage I have here. Just to go on a hike or sit under a tree, or the beach is actually my church. Just to sit on the beach, and Waimanalo Beach is one of my favorite beaches, or Kailua, but even Kahala Beach, to sit there and just to listen. What's going on right now? What's here, especially when I'm by myself. Sometimes I get inspired by walking through the city and I see maybe a couple interact, or I see a mother having a discussion with her child, and I get inspired by that, and something comes through, and I always have a notebook, so I write something down, and then sometimes weeks later that turns out into a song.
Wow.
Or I have a problem to face. I have, I'm sad, or
you teenager.
Something. My teenager is, in puberty again, or still, who knows? And then she gets upset in there, and then something pops through.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Sometimes the melody comes first. Sometimes I learn a new chord on the guitar, and then it's, words appear, and yeah.
Wow. Beautiful.
Very different ways.
So if when you guys want to contribute to this Kickstarter campaign, what do we need to do? Where do we go, and how do we do that?
Exactly. So we launched the Kickstarter this Friday, which is the date, I don't know, the 23rd, I think, the 23rd. And then you will find me on the www.lucielynchmusic.com or lucieslighthouse.com. So I have two web pages.
And both of them will be facing Kickstarter?
They will show it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you go on Facebook and you look for Lucie Lynch fan page, it will be all over the place.
Okay. And on the YouTube, I will also post a little link underneath
Yeah,
so people can
wonderful.
connect with you. Yes. And if somebody can pledge, what is the minimum amount to pledge and what is the maximum?
I think actually you can, as far as I know, really also just pledge $5, but then you don't really get anything for it. So the minimum pledge where you get my album, the hand-signed album, that's $25. And the biggest amount we have there is, I think, $1,000.
Okay. Okay, so we just only need 8 happy people who are willing to pledge $1,000.
Exactly.
And then you have Lucie Lynch. Do they get a hug from you too?
They get a hug as well.
Oh,
obviously.
that's priceless.
Yeah.
That's priceless. So just go to lucielynchmusic.com and check out her Kickstarter campaign and see how can you make your life more delicious, more transformative, more sweet, and more peaceful so you can be better mother, better father, better child.
Yeah.
So tell me one more thing about your butterflies.
My
I see
butterfly.
them all over you.
Yeah. It's the butterflies to me, I always used to say that I'm a social butterfly. For me, life, especially being a traveler, I traveled so many years only with my backpack, and I always felt like a butterfly that flies around and, you know, lands on a flower, and then, you know, I hang out a little bit, and at some point the wind comes and whispers of a new adventure, and then I just go with the wind.
Mm-hmm.
And inspired by that animal, I really wrote a lot of stories. I wrote a German story, it's called Butterfly Feet.
Oh.
And it's always about this transformation that we basically, each day, you know, we have these moments of cocooning and unfolding again, spreading our wings and fly.